All right, let's set the stage for this one. Today in Chicago, a Chicago man is charged in the shooting death of a Gary teen.
Hey there, it's Leah here to bring you the latest with a warm smile and an eye on justice.
And I'm Garrett, keeping it chill and ready to dive into today's topics with you. Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett, right from the heart of Chicago. Let's dive right in. First up, a story that really hits home. Chicago man charged with murder in teen's death during a brawl in Gary. So, on October 19, 2025, Deontay Taylor is accused of shooting Darviar Anthony, an 18-year-old, during a brawl on E36th Place in Gary. Taylor reportedly showed up in a Pontiac Grand Prix and fired shots as the fight was winding down, tragically killing Anthony. Now, Taylor is facing charges for murder and unlawful possession of a firearm by a violent felon, with an additional gun enhancement charge. Witnesses say he was trying to stop the fight before it escalated. It's a stark reminder of the ongoing gun violence issues in Gary.
That's so wild. It's heartbreaking when attempts to de-escalate a situation end in such tragedy. It really underscores the need for effective measures to prevent these incidents. It's surprising that the shooting happened as the brawl was breaking up, rather than at its height. Okay, let's move on. Next up, we're tackling something international. American held in Japan for 4 years despite evidence of innocence. Chris Payne from St. John, Indiana, has been in detention in Japan since 2021 on charges of sexual assault, which he denies. Despite having DNA tests and alibi evidence supporting his innocence, he's still in solitary confinement. The Innocence Project of Japan is advocating for him, pointing to possible evidence manipulation. This case highlights the challenges within Japan's hostage justice system, where suspects can be held for extended periods. Payne's appeal is pending in the Tokyo High Court, and there's growing pressure for his release.
That's a story worth telling. It's tough to wrap your head around how someone can remain in detention despite clear evidence of their innocence. Isn't it a given that justice should be swift and fair? I think international pressure could really help push for legal reforms there. Next up, let's switch it up. Chicago Heights Priest's Pilgrimage for Immigrant Children. Rev. Gary Graff has been on a 2-month journey from Dolton, Illinois, all the way to New York's Statue of Liberty. This walk, which started on October 6, 2025, is all about advocating for justice for immigrant children. He's engaged with communities along the way, discussing immigration and solidarity. Graff plans to wrap up his journey with an interfaith prayer service on December 2, 2025. It's about raising awareness and fostering dialogue about immigration issues.
This one really resonates with me. It's so important to support these kinds of advocacies. Can you believe that Graff even sustained injuries from a horse accident during his journey? That's some serious dedication and personal sacrifice. Here's where we go next. The Evolved Network transforms youth through culinary experiences. Led by Chef Sebastian White, the Evolved Network is bringing food prep kits to Chicago students. Through Project TEN, which stands for Together, Evolving, Nourishing, they're teaching kids to make seasonal dishes like roasted butternut squash with maple brown butter. It's about empowering youth through culinary instruction and reconnecting them with their cultural histories. White calls it redemptive hospitality, where cooking becomes a platform for personal reflection and empowerment. It's amazing to see education and therapy combined in such an innovative way.
Love a good rabbit hole. It's pretty cool that students feel comfortable enough to share personal experiences in this setting. Shows you how powerful and transformative a safe space can be. All right, let's roll on to our last story. Portage debuts its first public ice rink. So, Portage's new fire and ice rink is officially open at the Pavilion on US 12. It's the first public ice rink in the area, offering a fun winter activity for families with a $5 admission fee. They even have a fire pit and some basic concessions to keep things cozy. The rink aims to foster community engagement and give folks a digital detox. Interestingly, they don't use a Zamboni to maintain the ice, just shovels and water. Talk about keeping it old school.
That's close to the heart of it. These types of community initiatives are so crucial for bringing people together. Plus, it's a great way to entertain families during the winter months, don't you think? And that's where we'll leave it for now. Thanks for tuning in to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett, right here from Chicago.
Stay curious, folks. We'll catch you tomorrow with more stories and insights. Until then, keep it chill.